ready to launch the course. We have recruited a very professional, expert group of trainers who shall be taking the different courses in the 3 levels. For a start, I believe we're just starting with the first 2 levels, not the advanced course. So as we proceed, we are looking forward to offering all the courses. As Isaac has said, to start with, we are going to be housing this course under the CPD department, being a new course that we are trying out, which does not fall neatly under either the paralegal or the ATP program. So again, being the first time that we are rolling this out, we may experience 1 or 2 teething problems, but I believe that the work that our coordinator, Jane Kidinji from the CPD has put in, and all the other staff at the school, that we'll be able to resolve anything that arises within the first couple of weeks. We are looking forward to this particular training at the KSL being the preferred training for anyone who wishes to undertake the CS course. So we shall do everything in our power to make sure that it is delivered to the expectations of all our students, and also that our trainers get all the assistance that they require from us to make to ensure that the work they do is successful. So, as Anna said, we have got a library that will be open to you. Given the unique nature of the course, for now we are not registering you as students, KSL students with signing the nominal roll and so forth, but more as though you are attending a CPD course, which of course runs longer than the usual 1 week courses. And after the first term, we hope that we shall see many of you joining again for subsequent terms, as well as sharing your experiences. So one thing, please, if you have any issue, please raise it with us. We'll be ready to look into that and resolve it. Our ICT team has been used to running online courses since COVID came, when we had to run our ATP and paralegal online. So we do have experience in running online courses, and the team will be on standby to assist everyone to get on board, as well as to keep records of attendance. Our trainers will, of course, have their timetable, as will all the students, the base, and which will be the basis on which we process all the claims. So I am looking forward to this being a very successful addition to the KSL offerings. And please do not hesitate, if you're at the school, to pass by the director's office and say hello, share your thoughts. I operate an open door policy, as anyone who is has been through the ATP or is in the ATP would know. So with those few remarks, Isaac, I can hand over back to you to get more input from our staff. Thank you all, and have a good evening.
Thank you, Director, for those remarks. We are grateful that you found time to come and talk to us at this time. Let me see if we have a representative from the Academic Services Department to say something. I can see Finance. Do we have somebody from Academic Services? I can't see well on my screen. Mr. Muya? Okay. Ms. Ruth Kadoni, are you there? Am I seeing a different route here?
Good evening, Mr. Kuloba. It's Ruth Githaiga, Corporate Communication.
Oh, Ruth, sorry. Yeah, you can go ahead. You can go ahead. I think the rest have not joined or something.
Okay, thank you. Good evening, everyone. I hope I'm audible enough. My name is Ruth Githaiga. I'm in charge of Corporate Communication section at KSL. So I'll just talk briefly about the section and how we are going to interact with our new participants. So the section main goal is to strengthen the Kenya School of Law image and reputation in a positive way, as well as it helps the KSL to extend its customer service in the best way possible to all our customers. Basically, the sections deal with a couple of key activities. So I'll just highlight the main one that I think that will be of great help to the incoming team. So we have a service delivery charter, and in that charter, their services as a school we have committed to extend to our customer. For instance, what now the CS course, the other academic programs such as the ATP and PTP courses, research consultancy, and the rest. Currently, we have 8 services that you have committed according to the KSL mandate. And in that service charter, we have the service, we have the expectation from the customer. Like when you're applying for this CS course, there were those requirements that you are supposed to send to the school for us to be able to serve you better. There is also the aspect of the cost, which I believe you know the cost of the program. And lastly, there is the time frame, like how long will that service take. So basically, that information is found on the KSL website. If you go to our website, you will be able to see there is an icon, written service delivery charter. I request that you visit that icon so that you're able to know our expectation from you and what you expect KSL to extend to you so that you're able to serve you better. The other key thing that I would like to mention is we are committed to resolving complaints that arises on day-to-day interaction with our customers. So it's a requirement that we resolve the complaints. So we have 2 ways that we resolve our complaints. We have those complaints that we can resolve within the fastest way possible and within 5 days. And we have other complaints that they may require investigation. So for those complaints that may require investigation, we have committed to resolve within 30 days from the day we receive the complaint. And for you to be able to channel your complaint, we have various channels. We have an email specifically dedicated to complaints. That is complaints@ksl.ac.ke. Apart from that, you also have an online form that you can fill in the complaint and it will be received by the specific officer who is in charge of resolving the complaint. So that information also is found on the school website. There is an icon written complaint resolving mechanism. So if you visit the website, you'll be able to get more information regarding on how KSL is committed to resolving the complaints that arises from our customer. The other key thing that I would like to mention is we have various channels of communication. For instance, we have an email that is dedicated for CS, any inquiries for CS. I'm sure you've already interacted with that. And we have other specific email, like when you're paying your fee, we have a finance email. And apart from that, in case there is a query or there is something that you're not sure where to address to or which email you should send, we have a general email. We have 2 emails. We have law school at KSL, and we also we have the second one, customer care at ksl.ac.ke. So we request that you utilize the specific email, and in case you don't know where to channel perhaps your inquiries or something, you can use the general email. Apart from that, we have the school social media site. We are very active and vibrant, and we try as much as possible to respond when we get inquiries via the social media, and that's where we post most of the information regarding the school. I'm sure quite of you perhaps you got to know about this new course through the social media platform. So we have 4 key social media platforms, and the official ones are, we have Twitter account, that is School of Law, KE. We have a Facebook account, the Kenya School of Law, that's the handle. We have an IG account, the Kenya School of Law, and we also have a LinkedIn account, the Kenya School of Law. Kindly follow. For those who have not followed those social media accounts, retweet, reshare, you can comment, help us to also be vibrant on social media. And lastly, what I would like to talk about is, as a school, we have a publication, that is Justice Newsletter. We normally do two publications per year. We have the April edition and we also do the November edition. We also post the same information on the school social media, on the school website. So for those who are interested in writing, or those who are already writers, we normally send requests for people to give us the article. We normally have a theme for every edition. So kindly, when you see this, please support the publication. I think that is it from me, and welcome to Kenya School of Law. And my parting shot is just be good ambassadors of the school. Help us to improve our image and reputation in the positive way. Thank you and have a good evening.
Thank you, Ruth. Corporate communication, it's an important function of the school. We would not like to have a reputation that is not appropriate. We have library services, and Agnes, I don't know, Agnes, the librarian, whether you are on this call. Agnes, are you there? Agnes? Okay, we can go on. I would like to just say that this program is virtual, is wholly virtual, and we initially are thinking of only weekday learning, but if there is demand, then we also consider weekends. So I know you may have had that information. So just to update you on that, do we have some of our facilitators? Maybe they could have logged in. Did I see somebody, Patricia? And say hi. Any of our trainers who is on this call, please, you can speak. Okay. We invited CASNEP to send a representative. I have not got information about that. Do we have representative of CASNEP on this call? All right. ICT department is crucial on this, and I would like to invite Celestial. You there, you can say a few things about your role here.
Good evening.
Good evening to you.
So my name is Salesu Kinywa. I'm in the ICT department. For the department, what we do, we support the other department in achieving their mandate by making sure that the systems are working optimally, and also rectify where there are issues. So for this course, we will be using Microsoft Teams. So I will, within the week, I don't know when the course kicks off, so we will be sending you some Microsoft accounts that you will be using to join the class, because that is what we use for recording attendance. As you've seen today, We've sent you some webinar, some link to join the webinar. I've seen some people have been unable to join, but we've also shared a YouTube link where they can be able to follow. So once you receive the account, you can be able to log in, and the link will be sent to your Microsoft Outlook account. So I'll send the email plus the instructions on how to use the account and also to join the class. But most of how we use Microsoft Teams is where you have once you join, you are supposed to join with your microphone and camera muted so that you don't disturb the others as you join the class. You are also supposed to raise your hand. Once you log into your Microsoft Teams, you'll be able to see the raise hand icon. In case you have a question, you can click on that icon to ask a question. The lecturer will be able to see your hand and give you attention. But always make sure that when you join the class, your microphone is muted and the camera is muted so that you don't disturb the class in case you join in a bit late. So expect communication from the ICT department regarding your account within the week. Thank you very much, Isaac.
Thank you, Kinyo. This being an online class, it is important to appreciate how it will be functioning. Yeah, now this is a course that is adult. You know, we have andragogy and pedagogy. Now this is not like pedagogy, so we are dealing with the professionals doing different things in this great country and beyond. So we always strive to be give the necessary respect and mutual respect with our students, because not just this one, even ATPs, this andragogy course, it's adult learning. So we would like to have that mutual respect between students and the trainers. You know, each person is a professional in their own right in different ways. So that is what we strive for as a school, which we also extend in CPD department, the way we treat our customers. So feel free to get in touch with us. If there are concerns, as the director said, when you are starting a new program, sometimes there are, not even sometimes, always there are teething issues which may require to be resolved, but we are doing our best to ensure that your learning is as smooth as possible. I don't know whether our librarian is now in, because needs to explain something about the resources that you may access as students. Is Agnes in? Librarian or representative? Okay. Do we have somebody from Human Resource Department of the school?
Good evening, Isaac. I don't know if I'm audible.
Oh, good evening, Lucia. Yeah, I can see you. Yeah, you can go ahead.
Okay, thank you, Isaac, and good evening to everyone. My name is Lucia from the Human Resource and Administration Department. Allow me to take this opportunity to welcome those who are joining the program on behalf of Assistant Director HR Administration and the rest of the department. Karibuni sana. So as a department, we may not interact closely on a day-by-day basis, but we do offer support for the school programs and all the functions. And broadly, we handle 6 areas. First, of course, is the human resource, where we ensure we have the right people supporting all the school functions, including this program. We also, administration is a section under the department, and here the focus is on facilities management in terms of the security, maintenance and repair, and ensuring general conduciveness of our premises. Then we also have a hospitality section, and here it's mainly we offer conferencing facilities, and we also have meals and accommodation for some of the students, particularly those in ATP. And then as a department, we also coordinate 3 other important functions. One is planning, monitoring, and evaluation, then risk and quality assurance, and marketing. We will be interacting as need be. Our department is situated on the administration block, that is at Gate C. Feel free to pass by if you have any question or query on any of the sections or functions I've mentioned. Otherwise, once again, welcome to the school, and I wish you well in your studies. Thank you. Back to you, Isaac.
Thank you. Thank you, Lucia, for that. I would like to just mention 1 or 2 things on behalf of Finance Department. At the moment, we are doing a fairly manual process because the system has not been integrated like the other systems of advocacy training program and paralegal studies. So we are fairly manual. So you'll bear with us at this particular time. So receipting and other things relating to that, invoicing may sometimes take time, but you bear with us. If you have any query on your account, whether you paid, if there are any issues, please feel free to reach our finance office for any clarification. And in case of any difficulty, always CPD is here. We have the course coordinator. She was unwell today, and maybe that's why she has not have not managed to get her. But she'll be available to offer any guidance, any challenges that you may be offering, to give the necessary guidance. The academic, before I leave that, finance also, in terms of maybe somebody is having challenge in paying, again, the right place to go is finance. It's not CPD to deal with the question of payment of fees. Now, the academic services, at the moment, academic services will be more involved a little later because they are the custodian of records and all that. When it comes to keeping records of attendance, in collaboration with the ICT, again, we will have that undertaken. So academic services, CPD and ICT will be involved in your details, because you must have your details, and we keep records of attendance and all that. So this will be a useful office, which will be you'll be interacting with. And the library, as I said, we have physical resources, we have books. We were given a recommendation by CASINEP, and we have bought a number of books in our library. We also have online resources, which there'll be time to get to know so that you can access. I'm not technical in that area to provide you, to explain more on that, but we have those resources that you'll be able to access. I think these ones, I may not have more to talk about. Maybe if there is any question from which we can answer. I know some questions may be technical, but I may not answer some of the questions. But if there are general concerns, I should be able to respond to. Do we have a question from any of us attending? we'll want to end in an. I can see George Oira. You can proceed.
Yes, thank you, sir. Thank you for this program. And we're looking forward, I believe I speak for many of us, and I say we're looking forward to attending the online classes. What I wanted to know is there are three courses like the director said, there are three phases or stages, the fundamental, intermediate, and advanced. And if you have gone through the records of the now students, you find that some of us are quite old in the practice, so we were to start with the intermediate to the advanced. It was not very clear, like when classes start. I was told by the director that you are offering first in fundamental and intermediate. Some of us had skipped that because of our experience. We were to start with the intermediate. The classes, how will they be? There will be classes for intermediate students who are attending the intermediate courses separately from those who are doing the fundamental course. That's what I wanted to get to understand that. Thank you.
Yeah, thank you, George. Yes, we'll have the classes will be proceeding at the same time. At the same time, so we are offering both the basic and intermediate. So depending on which one you'll be, then you should be able to attend. As we said, the classes are between 5 and 9 p.m. So they'll be running. I hope that answers your question.
Yes.
Yes, sir. Just a bit of it will be sent a link for intermediate in as much as they're running at the same time.
Yes, there will be. There will be. ICT person is here. We normally have in other programs, ATP, we have several classes going on. So there'll be link for each class.
There, or the email that you put there.
Thank you.
Okay. We have Linda. Linda, I think I can see your hand.
Yeah, hi, good evening. How are you?
Fine.
I just wanted a clarification. I didn't hear it mentioned when exactly are classes starting? What's the expected start date?
Yes.
Thank you. I was expecting the coordinator to be here, but I'll be able to answer. We are supposed to start immediately. What I'm not sure is whether this week will be possible or it's next week, but it is immediate. So we'll be able to provide that hopefully before we close.
Yes.
Thank you, Andrew.
Thank you, Mr. Koloba.
Okay.
I'm just wondering, are we going to have another session with the CASNEB person who was to come in today's session, but was not able to come? Because I think we could have benefited a lot in terms of what they expect us to do, the do's and don'ts, vis-a-vis what the school has to offer. Thanks.
No, the first one. After.
Thank you, Andrew. Indeed, CASNEB representative will have been better placed to answer some of the issues, technical issues. I'm not as CS myself, and there are things I may not respond to. We will make arrangement. Maybe we could have another meeting as soon as possible, where you'll be able to ask all your questions, because even in the run-up to this meeting, even as we are recruiting, there are many questions about exemptions and so forth. So we'll communicate when we can have. Should be a brief meeting when you can raise your questions with CASNEB. Thank you. And see some hand. It's Don Okonjo.
Thank you. Good evening, Donald Okonjo here.
Yes.
I have some 3 questions, one of which would also assist with shedding light on the CASNEB aspect. So on that first one, being advocate of over 10 years, been exempted fully from the foundational and only to sit 3 for intermediate and 2 for the advanced course. So already registered on the CASNEB site with 7,500 for that course, and then got exemptions for all the units at 45,000, and I've received a letter from CASNEB saying I'm exempted from all those and that I should not dare sit any of those exams. If I sit one, then it's unqualified. So my question is, what do I do, or people like me do with that letter? Do we submit it to you so that on your end, you only admit us to the units that are not exempted? So maybe that would also shed light to others. You just register on the CASNEB portal. It's quite straightforward. Then my second question is regarding the timetable. Would there be a timetable so that for the classes we are exempted, we don't need to necessarily attend and we can plan ourselves? This third one is specifically to Mr. Selesa, ICT. I'm logged in on my laptop, which has the Teams account. My colleague was on the road trying to log in on his phone and it could not go through. And I also tried logging in on my phone. It couldn't go through. I don't know, perhaps, is it possible as you're setting up the accounts, you were able to allow us to log in as guests on phones? Because by evening, some of our laptops are down and we may need to wish to switch to the phone. Thank you.
Okay, thank you, Donald. I can now the issue of exemption is essentially CASNEB's thing, because for us we just teach or train. Yeah, so if you are exempted, it is your responsibility to know which courses you are to attend and which you are not to attend. Yeah, but it's important for us to know, to have that information for our own planning, because exemption is for you. If you attend our class and you are not going to sit the exam, it is a waste of time. So it is more for your benefit than for the school. But I think it will be important for us to know that you are exempted. I think those are some of the issues that will be clarified also in due course. Yes, there'll be a timetable. There'll be a timetable so that, for example, if you are attending a course, a unit intermediate, and at the same time you are to attend another one in the basic, that conflict, we'll have a timetable which will help you to manage your time and to know when your course is proceeding. So for Teams account, I think Celestia, are you there? There is one person who has asked me that he was unable to log in. So those challenges. Maybe you can say something before we go to the next question. Celestia?
Thank you, Isaac. You can log in.
Celestia, are you there? You are muted.
Just a minute.
Okay, we can do the next question and we'll leave that one pending. Yeah, we have some few minutes to conclude. Next person, please. I can see some hands, but I can't. We have Mia Cheng.
Yes, thank you, Mr. Kuloba.
Yes.
I had a bit of a concern because I ended up receiving 2 admission letters. So that was a bit confusing. And as a result, also, I haven't paid my fees yet because I wanted to reflect correctly on the record. So maybe you can direct me to which office I can speak to clarify that.
You had 2 letters similar?
They're similar, but with they've captured my names differently, so they're not identical. And they're on different dates as well.
Okay. That one, you can deal with the course coordinator, Jen. She'll be able to help.
All right. Thank you.
Okay. We have another hand. I can't see another hand. Anybody else with a question, please?
Hello.
You can just speak. Donald, your hand is still up. I hope you.
Account gun.
Oh, sorry for that. I've been sorted. Thank you.
Okay. Yeah, it's fine. Maybe because of the absence of the CASNEP representative, they may not have many questions for us, but we'll be dealing with the issues of logistics. We want to help you. If you are having any challenge, please just reach us. We will try to solve those problems, especially being the first time we are dealing with this program. There are bound to be some challenges here and there. You'll bear with us. So we sort out. I've seen, is that George? There is a Gloria.
Yes, a quick one, sir.
Yes, please.
The CASNEP official, we could like to have him because some of us have not received the exemption letters like one of my colleagues said. At least he's lucky has received his exemption letters. We have not received that. I will mention some of us are all of 16 years practice, so the fundamental first we are exempted. We needed the CASNEP person to clarify that and maybe give us those who are exempted those letters too. Thank you.
Have you logged in?
Okay, yeah, thank you. We'll arrange that one as soon as possible because I think by the nature of things, CASNEP's clarification is required at the very earliest opportunity before you go further in the program. So we shall work on that. Maybe by tomorrow. By tomorrow we'll be able to communicate.
Click on the link. Again, the
okay.
join.
I can see another hand.
No, from the email.
Gloria.
Yes. No, you click the join
Gloria, event are you there?
Link from email. You go
back. Can we have Abdi Fatah?
Yes, thank you, Mr. Kuloba. My question is for the fee payment. Is it possible to pay the registration fee plus the program fee at the same time?
If you are using the phone, you just disconnect.
Abdi, are you already admitted?
Yeah, I've been admitted. I have the admission letter.
Yes, if you did not pay before, then you just pay together. There is no issue with that.
Okay, thank you.
Yeah. Okay. Gloria, are you there? I can see another hand. Okay, it's only one hand, so let's assume that we are done with the questions. This maybe the time that this meeting has taken place maybe was a bit tricky. Some people are traveling and home and they are unable to log in. We'll address all your concerns and especially for CASNEP, we'll communicate by tomorrow when we are going to have a meeting with them to answer some of the concerns that you have raised. Otherwise, I would like to thank each of you for choosing again to join this program. You'll be the first fruit, and we are going to do our best. We want to be the best institution in terms of CS training. Otherwise, I wish you all the best. I know some of you we have interacted, but I'll get to know more as we move on. So the question of beginning of classes, the coordinator, we are having a meeting with the trainers tomorrow. So allow us allow us to communicate after tomorrow so that we are ready. But I'm foreseeing a situation where we may have to start next week on Monday. Yeah, but I'm not confirming that. Let us confirm tomorrow when the classes will be beginning. Okay, thank you. If there is no other question, I would like to bring this meeting to an end. Thank you so much for finding time out of your busy schedules, working in different places to attend this meeting, communicating in due course. Thank you so much and wish you all the best. Good night.